Alright, so right, we live, yeah. So this is Skyward Randomizer, game 3 of Grandfinals with a 2-1 lead. You could say that, I don't know. He's basically one match from winning the tournament, so yeah. Joining me on commentary is Battle Cats, who literally just joined. Yeah, so gonna be very interesting, I think, with these two runners. Of course, like very, very good runners. They've definitely earned their spot in grand finals, and yeah, we're gonna see how the seed falls out, and if Jasnix will be taking an easy win here, or if we're gonna go to game 4. So I assume the runners will start very shortly, and yeah, just wait for them to catch up here.
I would love to point out these file names. Very great file names.
Alright, so it sounds like we're off. So that's cool. So in Skyward Sword, you know, we start by skipping cutscenes, as you do. Every game starts with skipping cutscenes. And and yeah, as you can see, both runners with like some textures. Average Link with like Dark Link and Jasnix with tunic swap and kind of bugnet custom thing. The first mandatory check, just a pouch, not very useful in these settings because we already kind of start with one. So yeah, we're gonna see kind of what the dungeons are. LMF sand chip, of course it's a sand chip. Of course it's sand chip. Why wouldn't there be sand chip? So yeah, I feel like these two dungeons have kind of been, especially sand chip, been very, very common throughout the tournament. So interesting to see how these runners kind of react to that and take it forward.
There's always sand chip. Literally always sand chip.
And so yeah,
the statistics say otherwise, but sand
statistics
chip.
are like really balanced, but here it's just only sand chip. I swear for like half the things. Alright, so Song of the Hero piece. So Skylif 1's gonna be mostly scripted. Might see a few variations depending on what the items we get, but it should be kind of the same thing for the most part. I still need to get chat up. Don't know what people are saying. I need to know what the people are saying. Anyway, so yeah. I think it's Amber Tablet. Okay, there's the whip. Potentially useful for sand ship, definitely. And likely required.
YourAverageLink is making a bitmagic file here.
Yep.
Jasnix is not, so Jasnix will either not make one at all or make one later.
Yeah, and more crystals, useful for Betro, of course.
I don't really think a bit magic file is necessary with these dungeons, but who knows? It can always turn out.
Definitely, it saves you from having to do Tendler skip setup file later on. So there's like the advantage there, which I think AverageLink might be thinking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, most of these dungeons don't really use back in time a whole lot compared to the other ones. So there's that. Also, I'd like to point out that music randomizer is on. So yeah. DJ in chat saying fix the score. How do we fix the score as commentators? Oh, we can click on them, I think. Actually, can we? I don't know. Okay, well now both runners have 2, which is like not correct.
The final match, let's go.
Okay, now it's correct. Okay, yeah. So yeah, in this time runners have kind of got a bottle. So yeah, quite useful for other checks. Not exactly like required, but again, might lock something very interesting later on. Alright, so yeah, both are just kind of trudging through Skyloft 1, not really anything too interesting yet. We got the whip, but nothing that bad. Although yeah, we do have Amber Tablet, so early Lineru is definitely a possibility here. Okay, so Jasnix being the first one to leave kind of mainland Skyloft. Yeah, going to Bamboo Island first to kind of check some hints, so that's cool. Yeah, there are kind of like 3 hints dotted around the sky, so interested to see if any of the runners kind of go for all 3 or just kind of this one. A Elden Spirit of the Sword and second 100 rupee is dead, so interesting Elden Spirit of the Sword, given the fact we don't have Ruby Tablet yet, so we might be seeing that fairly early on. Someone in chat just asked the dungeons. The dungeons are Linneo Mine Facility, Sandship. They are marked on the trackers with the boss key.
We got the Lineru special.
Yep. Okay, so everything's just getting those hints as well. Interesting if he just goes straight to Lineru or get some more hints, or even just straight back to Skyloft. Jasnink's appearing to get more hints. So Bo is Gold Rupee, and Zelda's Blessing has a Rupor. So yeah, both those checks unlikely to be done unless they're like really deep into farming money and they somehow have the bow and the claw shots and can't finish the seed for whatever reason. Okay, so just like an evil crystal, I believe, on that Lumpy Pumpkin chandelier. So yeah.
That's what it looked like. So it's nothing useful. Get to save a bit of time not having to do that.
I see. Jasnick with the third hintstone. But also kind of getting a nice jump slash there to get spores as well for Oriel. So Essential Scarlet Spirit of the Sword, and I think that was the Lineru trial.
Yeah, it was.
Dead. I couldn't quite see
was
because
dead.
like it was just kind of pixely where like the Lineru was, but I kind of made out Lineru. Yeah. So yeah, especially with that Spirit of the Sword hint, very interesting to see if the runners want to go to Lineru or to go to Skyloft. Currently in Lineru they can do like 3 checks, and I believe on Skyloft I think they can do like 4, I think. Now more like 1, 2, now like 5, I think. With those extra crystals if they decide to get like up to 30. So, those check density is a very good idea to go to Skyloft, but interested to see what these runners kind of elect to do. Yeah, Jasnix definitely heading back to Skyloft. And yeah, just everything very, very kind of like shortly behind. Yeah. Okay, gold rupee, and what's the other one? Sword. There's our first.
Sword.
There is our first sword upgrade, out of 3 we need to collect, but 4 in total. And yeah, looks like Jasnix is going to very likely get 5 people. Don't know what else he'd be doing right now. And judging by the pathing, it looks like everything has also gone back to Skyloft, so pretty like even so far. Trying to think what the Spear of the Sword was actually, because we might have already got it. I don't think we have though. Yeah, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's been anything so far. We haven't really got anything in Central Skyloft.
Yeah, so it could be Baby Rattle, Shed Chest.
Yeah, it could be like anything else basically.
Unless the sword was Way of the Hero.
That is true, Jim. Swords could be Spear of the Sword, although it's quite unlikely. Although I think it... I'm pretty sure in like 1 seed it must have been. I think in Losers Finals where you guys got swords. But I can't remember that entirely. Yeah, everything getting his swords as well. I believe at kind of a more optimal point if you want to get 5 crystals, so... I don't know if he's exactly going to win time over that, but... I don't know, it just looks more optimal for me at least. Yeah, right now, maybe swords could have been Spirit of the Sword, but other than that, we don't really have anything else to go off of. Although swords being Spirit of the Sword would give, like, runners quite a good, like, indication of where the other swords are, at least, because we know that Zelda's Blessing is, of course, dead. Nice. Jasnix now up to 30 crystals. So we're going to go to Betrothed 30. It is night, so I guess he will likely see him opening the shed normally. Yep. He's not doing the loading zone minute, which I believe actually loses time at night, because it's night, you might as well just open the shed anyway.
Yeah, it's better because, as far as I know, it's pretty inconsistent, the gravestone hop.
I wouldn't say it's inconsistent, I think it's just a weird setup. Like, if you do the setup correctly, you'll get it, like, consistent all the time.
I guess last time I tried it, it was more inconsistent because we didn't really have a setup for it.
Alright, 35 crystals, so Jasnix kind of regretting getting those. Claw shots on, I think that's 10. And Ruby Tablet. Okay, so Betrow apparently has everything we need this game.
I mean, statistics would agree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, in statistics, Betrow is the most likely place to have stuff, so... yeah.
And also Raid, not Raid, I was looking at chat. Yao just jumped on the gravestone right after pushing the gravestone, so... Nice job to Yao for that one.
Yeah, definitely, at the very least 12 minutes in, definitely kind of quite close right now. But, you know, the seed is starting to, like, open up a bit, especially with Ruby Tablet, so interesting to see what the runners do next. They can either go to... I guess Ruby Tablet currently has, 7 checks? Not entirely sure what Lanayru has off the top of my head with just claws, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's just 9 checks. So again, if you like take kind of like check density, it's likely that you'd go to Lanayru here, but might be the case that the runner's following the Spirit of the Sword hints here.
Yeah, with an Elden Spirit of the Sword hint, that's definitely a good call here.
Also, runners both have 300 rupees, so very likely that we'll see what Jasnix is doing right now, which is check Beetle. I find that Beetle always has like something at the very least. I mean, Beetle is normally very low down in logic. But yeah. Yeah, I think averaging going for the Zelda's Closet chest first. I think that's a good play to do whilst it's night, so you can just sleep there as well. Like, I like this play, actually. Okay, so a heart model. Choosing the park claim instead. Nice. Okay, Elden Song of the Hero part. But you know, I might as well pick it up because it, like, then you'll be able to see what the other items are. We're also getting the Graduate Crystal, which may or may not need later. Okay, so just treasure metal, so nothing useful here. Oh, of course, they already know Tuesday, but I don't know about 3 yet. Nice, yeah, we might be seeing 3 very shortly. Just looks like just a medal, so nothing there. Yeah, so Beetle having basically nothing this round. Very interesting. Yeah. So everything first to check this hintstone. Won't be able to get the baby's rattle thing, but yeah. Okay, Bone Skylove Trial. Okay, Bone Skylove Trial and Tentacle Container are useless. So, A, we might be seeing a reverse bit warp into the trial, or and B, will likely be seeing Tentacle Skip from 1 or 2 of the runners. Exo getting fired, yeah. Guys, look how Exo got a bad seed. I mean, both our runners already have 2 of the Song of the Hero parts, so they might be able to just get it and then just do the trial, assuming Harp's in a decent place.
Yeah, I'd definitely not do the bit warp immediately here and just try to find the last Song of the Hero part. And if it comes down to it, you can do the bit warp later. Like, if the part's in a terrible location.
Oh yeah, and of course the classic Graduate Crystals on 300. Or as Harmon Chat like to say, crack on 300. Could you imagine, Jim, honestly, just like a trial chain of like... I mean, it can't be all of the Song of the Hero parts, but I mean... It could happen at some point. It could just be like... like, one has Farron, Song of the Hero, one has like Elden one, it just kind of... Yeah, and then it's like hard requires. I feel like if they did... Yeah.
Trial chain. A 4-way trial chain.
Yes, 4-way trial chain with like 3 of them being songs. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if like we did kind of get a hint like that, saying like last Song of the Hero was on a trial, wouldn't be surprised to like just do the RBM at that point, honestly, or RBW. I mean, so both runners going to Elden. Both runners doing basically the same thing right now. Just Jasnix is slightly ahead. I believe that's like in execution, but both these runners have been playing pretty well, so I haven't even noticed like too much of a difference.
Yeah, they've done pretty much the same exact things in different orders. So now they're meeting up again with Jez a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Might stay that way until the end. Who knows?
Yeah, we yeah. Words. We could be seeing a quite close race. Okay, there's the heart. Yeah, we could be seeing quite a close race for game 3 of the finals here. But yeah, harp there, very good harp placement, and yeah, if we have a really good Song of the Hero placement, then we should, that bow on Scarlet Trial shouldn't be too big of an issue, although it might be, I don't know. You never know. It being a trial is still a possibility. Yeah, averaging getting that, and that's likely the Spirit of the Sword for Elden as well. Is the harp there? So, there's that. Looks like Gus Bellu's on Iceborne Cliff. I guess it's like a semi-hard required item for LMF. Depends where the boss key is, but you can actually skip it. I've had like one seed where it's optimal not to get it, but like most of the time, due to boss key locations, it's normally optimal to get it. Yeah, especially given the fact that it's like right here, so I might as well. Yeah, I think Jasnix definitely has a very small lead as far as randos go, especially due to slightly better execution in small places. Yeah, AverageLink mostly taking the safe by blowing that dude up, although he almost just blew himself up in the process, so... was it safe? Debatable. Okay, Fire Shield Earrings, so... might see Summit? We still need Mit's Bombs or Heathel for that. Oh, like, Yao being like, big brain here and just getting the, using the whip there.
Isn't that Yal's thing with the whipping bomb flowers in Elden?
Oh yeah. Actually, that's a good point. If I think if you get to Ascent, then you can use the whip to blow the thing up. Yeah, of course you need to get there first of all. Okay, another bottle on Jasnix's end, and AverageLink basically following Jasnix's footsteps right now. Yeah, I mean, if we see like vanilla mitts or something, then likely be going to Summit soon. Nice power point from Jasnix, by the way. It is true that you can do the rock RBM. It's like a medium length RBM. It's not like horribly quick, but it's not horribly slow. I guess it's something you can point to if you're aggressive. Yeah, Jasnix's stream is just kind of broke right now, so that's cool.
Nice pixels linked with some extra long hair on Jasnix's stream.
Okay, it's good again. Okay, so it doesn't look like you found vanilla mitts, so likely going to be going back. Yeah, probably getting. Okay, he did get spiral charge though. Could you imagine if like spiral charge had like mitts or something? That would be great because the game would be like, yeah, have fun double dipping into Elden. It's just force you double dip. Okay, Jasnix either checking his items or accidentally pressing 1. Okay, so yeah, here's the first spiral charge lock chest. Pharaoh's Courage. So useful for Farron Trial, not for SkyLive Trial.
I mean, it could be useful if Farron Trial has the last song of the arrow part.
Hmm. Okay, so another sword. So I like the amount of swords we found in the finals, because I think both the first But both the first games had like really quick Master Swords. But yeah, Jasnix pretty much just going to an area at this point. You know, good call, good call. Yeah, I don't really think it can be Spirit of the Sword anymore. At least there's the sword on Central Skyloft. Yeah, it could be Baby Rattles, considering that they're bellows, yeah. What else could it be? I think that's it from just off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that Spirit of the Sword could be. It could be something really useful or something not. Okay, there's Mug Mitt, so here I think going for Lanayru was probably the better play.
Yeah, because he would have entered Elden with mitts and would have been able to do everything there.
Yeah, Jazz is going to caves first. You know, I think it's not a bad play because you get the hints, but I personally don't like caves first because it makes routing mines a lot worse in my opinion, because you have to either just go, you have to go through it backwards, or you have to fly out and fly back in to do mines, when you can just do it as like a way to get into an area. But I guess it makes sense with having the Sandstone here. Beetle and chest after claw shot, chest after crawl space is Baron, so well, we already knew that. Okay, Red Rupee. That's a good point, actually. Mines is not in logic. I mean, there's one chest in logic, but that's just one. I guess two if you count behind first landing, actually. Okay, another that's like triple sub 30-minute Master Swords. But yeah, both runners playing very close to each other. We could see a very close game here in the finals here.
He just kind of baby, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Other than bow on trial.
Yeah, and as Jim points out in chat, the mine chest is still Sphere 0, so it's like... I believe that Sphere 0 checks have like the most likely... Like, it's like the most likely sphere to have items in, so... at this point, it could just be anything.
And TMS too?
Yep. Why not?
Okay.
That was like almost sync swords as well. Almost. I think AverageLink got his sword just before Jasnix. Yeah. Actually, what could the Beetle Spirit of the Sword be? Because
the Song of the Airport?
Oh, that was there. Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, and we know, at this point we know for certain that the Paro Sword could not have been Spirit of the Sword. Yeah, I feel like the Oasis chest and Golo's gift both specifically have swords way too frequently. Like I feel like they one every like 4 seats there's like swords there or something. I don't know, it might just be a coincidence or just kind of random gut feeling, but there always seems to be swords there. I don't know.
Lepe rigged the SGL version to put swords there. Oh, and there's scale too.
Scale for Jasnix, so he can now basically fully do the Sky Spirit of the Sword. Yeah, just not doing the other chest, because why not? I can tell you right now that other chest was like Kayuski or something, and Jazz is gonna kick himself. And I've been going into LMF. I like this play. I like this. I like doing dungeons for like 1 chest. Okay, well, you know, in my defense here, it's like a really good decision because it only takes like 30 seconds, and you never have to repeat any of this stuff. because you only ever do this once.
He'd actually do a few checks here, but I feel like he'll just dip after the first one.
I don't think the first chest is out of logic though. The rest of it. Oh, actually, he could just like full do it. Okay, there's the boss key then.
Well, now he can full clear
Yeah.
LMF. Well,
Oh
he
no.
can finish LMF, not full clear it.
Bye, Yal. I guess. How dare you for not doing a required dungeon?
But yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
there's the spirit of the sword. Yeah.
That solves our.
Jasnix, can you maybe like get punished for orphaning checks at least once? I swear Jasnix never. I swear he orphans checks and never gets punished. I mean, we'll see for certain. Yeah, no, he never gets punished for like orphaning chicks. Unless he got this one behind my back and didn't notice. I didn't see Jasnix get baby rattle.
Okay, so we're one item away from go mode.
Are we actually?
Just the cave ski.
Oh yeah. Cave ski, wow.
Because we know where LMF boss key is. It's not bomb locked. So we're one item away from go mode, 30 minutes into the seed.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I guess just leave the cave key. Now the caves key go mode. Yeah, assuming that both these runners know how to do reverse bit warp into the trial. Which, I mean, it's not hard, it's just kind of confusing at times, because you kind of have to, like, save with one file and die with, like, the other all the same. I don't know. I learned this, like, a few months ago and never had to use it. Yeah, well, we know where the bow is, though. It's on Skyward trial, usually hidden. So once the runners get Cave's key, then they should just be able to, like, do the Skyward trial. And then just immediately head to, like, Sandship. Yeah, I guess that's probably like a good decision on Yal's part to not do. Okay, well, if Cave's Key's in LMF, then AverageLink just kind of made a bit of a blunder there. But if Cave's Key anywhere else, then it's a really good decision because then he like isn't gonna get trapped in searching in LMF for ages. But yeah, I think that just searching in things just for the boss key is actually not a horrible idea. Oh yeah, people are mentioning it in chat, but yeah, flashbacks to like Jim versus Battlecats quarterfinals in like Winter Tony, or like I guess like season 1 as it's kind of informally known, where Battlecats just did Skyward trial reverse bit warp and ended up being like a beetle or something, which I don't think was actually hard required, but I mean it was like it was not that it was even something useful-ish to begin with, given the fact that it wasn't even hinted at the time.
Yeah, there weren't hints at all in season 1. But actually, I think that was an LMF seed, so I'm pretty sure it was hard required.
Right. I mean, there was like they're kind of like you might need what it reveals hints on like songs, but there weren't like hints like it is now.
Yeah.
Hints definitely had an interesting dynamic. Yeah, I think Jasnix just forgot Baby Rattle or item in Nest or whatever. Yeah, it was nothing. So yeah. But yeah, I find it weird how Jasnix just kind of orphans checks, and yeah, he just does it. Like, I feel like it's very aggressive, like, especially with that. Well, I mean, again, he might have done it, I might have just completely missed it, but if he, like, orphaned that Fire Node chest, then that's, like, that seems absurdly aggressive. I mean, in hindsight, we know it's nothing, but it's, like, it just, to me, it just doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? I guess he might be, yeah, he might be thinking that he can, like, completely bomb this game and still be fine, but it's like, I don't know, if I was Jasnix, I wouldn't want to leave it till, like, game 4. I mean, then again, he's in finals and I'm not, so he clearly did something better than me. But yeah, it's definitely a good reason to go aggressive. Yeah, I feel like he probably did get it though, I might just be misremembering. But I mean, like, I've seen Jasnix's, like, playstyle before, and he's, like, known to make certain aggressive plays. Like, just dip out of an area halfway through.
Go to Ancient Cistern without any B items. Yep.
Yep. I mean, honestly, that sounds like something I'd do, honestly. I mean, I am known for that, dipping into dungeons for like 2 or 3 checks. Come on, I'm still waiting for Bow and Sandship, though. I'm still waiting for that Dream Seed. I've had a Whip in Ancient System before, just not Bow and Sandship. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, it'll happen one day, don't worry. And then Kika will win by like 30 minutes.
Yeah, because I mean, the time I did find Whip in Ancient System, it didn't even really gain that much time anyway, because it was like, at the point it was like, I think a 50-50. So if you like did wrong, you'd just go Ancient System anyway. Dig Spot Below Tower is dead, and East Island Chest is dead. So very interesting. Yeah, we might see players do early Thunderhead in Lanayru. Could be very interesting. Yeah, I think right now Jasnix is actually ahead right now. I said right now twice, but you know what I mean. Because I think Jasnix is like 1 Skyloft trip ahead. Judging by the fact that Yao doesn't have Emerald Tablet, so... Even though he might appear behind right now, he does have a lot of kind of hidden time save. Where he'll be able to just like skip an entire Skyloft trial, because he's already kind of... Well, he won't skip it, he's already done it, I mean.
Looking forward to Volcano Summit here because 2 hint stones and 4 checks that they can. Well, they can only get 3, but
Yeah.
still 3 checks and 2 hint stones.
Although I think the item behind digging, that's a either sometimes or always hinted location, so it's very likely there's like a hint for that somewhere.
Yao getting water, smart play, although not really necessary.
I think he's thinking about the hintstone. So... Okay, boss key in Sandship is vanilla, so... Whip likely required, instead it's mostly just going to be a game for finding the keys, instead of the boss key, I guess. Yeah, key piece in tower was hinted. I think that was just garbage. Or like a medal or something, I can't remember.
Yao is not going to Volcano Summit yet.
I'd say Yao finding another pouch. I think it was like, yeah, I think it was a cave chest that was hinted to be garbage, although we already knew that.
Oh, nice job, Yao. Missed the bomb rock. Okay, so Yell is doing an RBM scum here, which is probably why he didn't go to Volcano Summit yet.
Yeah. Yell is doing that. Jasnix is just kind of. It's kind of now Jasnix is like following in his footsteps. But yeah. Yeah, Yell getting the Elden version of this, where you just kind of bonk into a tree instead of just start the file. Yeah. Yeah, good thing that these runners have like claw shots so they can actually do this and not have to do the thing twice. Jazz is going to Volcano Summit first, however, so...
I like this play.
Yeah.
There's Wisdom, that's useless for Jasnix.
Yeah. Bogo is kind of neck and neck as well. Desert and Inshak has crystals. Yeah, Jasmine's just leaving. Makes sense.
Desert had scale, so it is way the hero.
Yeah, that's likely the Spirit of the Sword there. Lake Floria, and yeah, just Lake Floria, because we already knew about the Parish Crystals.
Lake Floria way the hero, so that's either Song in the Hero part, that it could be Sea Chart, it could be Cave Ski.
Yeah, that's a lot it could be. And runners might want to be going to Fountainwoods, actually.
It could be either Beetle.
Nice, yeah. Yao looking to be the first one to leave Elden, but remember, he's kind of got like another Skylove trip to do, so yeah. Wasn't Skyward Sword Wind Waker logic? Actually, I feel like that just makes it worse.
Yeah, it was Wind Waker.
Yeah, no, we didn't steal from that game, we stole from the other one.
CJ's in the process of stealing OOT logic. Alright, Yell's finally getting Emerald Tablet, so he will now be one item away from Go mode.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim is in chat. Believe it or not, he is a human who types. I think.
Who knows? Jim is occasionally a human. Other times just
Occasionally.
a task machine.
Wouldn't surprise me. Jasnix is looking to be doing early Thunderhead. I think then he might just go straight to Farron actually, because again he doesn't really have anything to do on Skyleft, I don't think. Yeah, I think he did it slightly faster than Yal as well, so another very small speed advantage, although it's kind of insignificant.
Or Siecha or 64. There's a ton of things it can be. It can also be Bomb Bag, which could lead to something.
How could the how could it be Bomb Bag? Or I assume we're talking about Spirit of Swords, right?
Yeah. It could just like be a Bomb Bag and that, say, opens up Bomb Rock and Farron, which has Cave's Key.
Oh right, yeah. It could be, of course, something leading to KFC or C-Chart or whatever. Of course, it has to like lead to them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the two Beatles could be Way the Hero. Oh, not Way the Hero. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Speaking of Beetle, there's one on a trial which I couldn't see because I had my eyes closed. But yeah, oh, that sounds good. Two Beatles could be Spirit of the Sword. There we go. Yeah, so that's what. That's two logically required trials. Although we do, of course, have both runners have the whip, so unlikely they're gonna do that. Yeah, Exto, you might want to be heading for the door if you haven't already. Oh yeah, I mean, technically, from Lepilog, in this it's still called Way of the Hero, so we have technical rights to say it, because we are technically correct in this version.
Oh, we get to see Isla songs. I don't think we've seen it yet.
Yeah, this is gonna be the first time we're seeing Isle songs, yeah. Crystals, of course, why not? Money. Hylian Shield, let's go. Dashing pouch.
I love garbage, but it's not too much garbage.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to Farron actually. He could be making up time here, given how close these runners are. Well, that being said, he might just go to he might just be going to Isle songs after this. But honestly, given how the run's been turning out, I don't think I was about to say why is he not doing E-styling chest? He did that. He didn't do that. He got a hint for that. I mean, yeah, no. Judging by how the season's going, this might have just decided the race. Well, then maybe not. There's still a lot left to play, and the runner's only like 1-2 minutes behind. I mean.
I would love to see Jasnix go to LMF and Cave's Key be in LMF, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen here.
The LMF play would make a lot of sense given the fact that it's a required dungeon, so they have to do it anyway. Although, both runners might think a little bit differently about that, considering that they might just get bossy at like different points. Well, not different points, but they might get at like the same point, and then they may or may not dip. That's what I mean.
Shoutouts to Battle of the Goddess cutscene.
Oh, of course, and you need Beetle or Bow to actually complete LMF, because like you get to like the end of Molderak, and if you don't have those items, you'll just kind of feel a bit sad because you can't hit the time shift stone. I think everyone forgets about it. At least I know I forget about it. I'm kind of lucky I haven't run into a situation where I've like forgotten about it. But yeah, both runners just kind of entering the Steel Temple. Yao in the Steel Temple right now and playing the harp. Might want to switch the audio over to him if we can. I think I'm in control of the audio, so I should probably do that. And I missed it. Nice. I'm so good at this. Okay, switches audio. Let's go for like the last 5 seconds. I found the button, guys. I'm such I'm so good at commentating. Bomb. There's bomb bag. Okay. That will make Okay, now it's
fair and a bit more pleasant.
Yeah, it should be. I think it's a Jasnix now. At least I hear Jasnix. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting bomb bag's location. It'll definitely help a lot with Farron, because then you can do like the bomb lock chest and Farron. Yeah, the Floria's still not in logic though. I think it's likely that the thing in Floria is either like K-ski or C-chart. Sword on Fun, and okay, Farron would spill the sword. That could be like the select menu. At this point, there's a lot of things like everything could be in Farron. Yeah, so I guess it's a good idea that these runners can do kind of an easy Farron dip here, considering that it's Spirit of the Sword. Yeah. I guess I can see the resemblance between Jasnix and Jim.
Silver rupee on the tree, so that's not useful to them at the moment.
Yeah.
Or, well, never will be useful to them this seed.
I remember like when I kind of had a first reveal of my phrase. I'm pretty sure the first thing someone said was like, "Oh, it's young Jimless," because apparently every like teenager looks like a young version of Jim or something. I don't know. It was weird. I guess back then I looked a little bit more like Jim, but now I don't know. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, I was just checking the Great Tree chest. K-ski! Okay, there is K-ski. I think Yao is in go mode if he's smart about things. He also knows where the two words. What will I say? Oh, there. He knows where the two Boskies are. There we are, in the dungeon, so yeah. He might not realize yet, or it might be he either hasn't realized it or is going for C-chart, which is, oh, you know, good play. Good play. I agree. Yeah, I mean this go mode is quite annoying because you have to do the Skyloft RBW, Skyloft trial RBW, and the C-chart reverse. Yeah, C-chart RBM, and also probably send the skip. Well, they would do it anyway.
Gal's going to Deep Woods.
I mean, it might be worth doing these regions, but given how close this race is, it could just be decided on what these runners do in like the next 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't think Jasnix is a tentless skip file though. I know Yao does because he may want it to start, but yeah.
I mean, Jazz can set one up easily in linear or on Skyloft.
I feel like if I was in this situation, I would just like beeline it to go mode and just pray that nothing useful is in Floria. I mean, of course, I just pray it's like a beetle in Floria, even though I think that's like the least likely thing it could be right now. Given the fact that a beetle or slingshot locks Floria right now. Yeah, I'm unfortunately failing this, so might be losing time. Yeah, Jasnix is going straight for it, it looks like, unless he's going to... Yeah, he's just going straight for it. This could be deciding the race, unless Yao gets like really lucky and finds C-chart.
Which I'd place my bets that this chest is useless. I'd definitely go to Lake Floria instead, but...
Yeah, there's like... Lake Floria's hinted, or there's like no evidence to suggest that this one's useless though. I mean, we don't know if Yao's throwing yet. This could be useful for all we know. Might not be, but could be.
Pretty unlikely though. But there's definitely a chance.
Well, that's true with like any chest.
Oh my god, I was wrong. Yao just won the race. GG.
Really, let's
I
do
mean,
it. It's what? Okay.
well, I was wrong.
Yeah, you could just like. Actually, he might be going for this again with Seacher. I mean, what else could it be? It could still be Beetles though, so he could just get like punished there.
Is he going to Floria too?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, Jasnix just straight up doing it.
I feel like Sand Skip is faster than going all the way from Deep Woods to Lake Floria.
It's like 2 pretty lengthy RBMs though, so might be like the same amount of time.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Yal is doing like a double. He's being really aggressive, but in a safe way. He's so safe it's aggressive. It's like nuts.
Yeah, I said Yao won, but this is gonna change it.
I mean, yeah, if C-Chat's in Floria, then Yal wins, pretty much. But...
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. Yeah, someone put in chat, Yal is passive-aggressive right now. I mean, if nothing's... If it's just a beetle in C-Chart, then could be equal. If it's C-Chart, then it's GG. Or if this hint says which C-Chart is. Earrings and harpies. Okay, so nothing useful. Alright, one in three, not 1 in 3, but like, out of the 3 chests. Nice, Jasnix, by the way. Nice music band as well.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Okay, number 1, will Yao be punished? Yes, no, or unclear? No, he won't be.
That's it. Unless Yao just has like bad movement or something.
Yeah, I mean, he has to skip. Okay. He has to skip pretty much, like, all of the RBMs that Jasnix will have to do.
Jazz is playing it safe going to the circle. Not necessary, but prevent him from soft locking.
Yeah. Yeah, hey Yao, you might want to put down the spoiler log, just saying. Might be a good idea to hide it a little bit better next time, just kidding. I mean, in Yao's defense, like, the Floria one makes sense given the fact that it's C-Chart, right? Although the Deep Woods is a little bit more questionable, but it worked out either way. I mean, from Jasnix's end, he played really well, so... It's like, if Jasnix will lose, it'll be like... He lost, he lost for being too aggressive. Which, in the way he did, is, like, bizarre. There was a... Yeah, there's a Farron Woods one, but I think that was already covered by Cave's Key. I mean, of course it can be multiple in, like, one region, but yeah. The end itself was probably, talking about Cave's Key. Or even that Song of the Hero piece. But yeah, currently Jasnix in the lead, but I think he's gonna definitely lose a bunch of time. Especially when he goes into Sansi.
This is slower Jazz.
He does have to get caught though, I think.
No, he already went into the circle, so he doesn't. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong though.
Yao with the insane amount of glow and lovely textures on the dudes right there. Yeah, Sansi skip does take a long time, which I think is why AverageLink is gonna be like really taking this one, I think. Damn. Yeah, I like it when you're Jasnix and you're like gonna win by being smart and like skipping all these things. Then Yao just kind of pulls the C-chart out and goes, "No, you." I mean, of course, anything can happen. We still have 2 dungeons to get through, but I mean, it's likely that Yao will have a significant lead at some point.
Yell also knew that he was in go mode, but he was like, I'm near these checks, let's just get them. If I'm lucky, it'll pay off, and he was lucky. Although it was pretty unlikely that he would get both of those items.
Yeah. Like, personally, if I was racing, I probably personally wouldn't have gone for the Floria checks, because it could have been Beetle, but I mean, there is a reason why these 2 runners are in the finals here. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have done exactly what Jasnix did. Although I do wonder where that other beetle is.
I don't think there is a reason why Jasnix's camera is cropped weirdly, unless it's like that's just how it is on his stream. But yeah. I'd say Jasnix to do the LMF first, it looks like. And from our knowledge, he's just going to be able to skip to the end of that because the Bosky's like the first chest. And he's going this way because he still needs to do the file, doesn't he? Yeah. So this will lose a little bit more time because Yao already has a file. Yao found both the last song the hero piece in Deepwood skipping the trial RBM, and he found C-chart in Lake Floria skipping the C-chart RBM. So in turn, he basically just gets to run to the finish when Jasnix still has a bunch of stuff to do. Yeah, I mean, judging by how Jasnix has routed this, it's likely that he's just gonna go straight to, like, the end of, LMF as he finds a boss key. Oh no, he's going for, like, I guess, looking for C-sharp or whatever. Or, I don't know. Jasnix is being Jasnix right now, I guess. I don't know, he might be looking for the bug net. I mean, with our knowledge he's throwing, but in his mind he could just be finding the C-chart right here, which of course he's not.
Unless Yao like forgets to save before doing Tentala skip, then this game's over. Jazz still has to get this first chest that Yell already got. Not too long of a chest though.
Yeah, it's likely that Yao is like firmly in the lead because he has C-chart, which will allow him to skip like a whole like reverse bit magic sequence that Jasnix basically has to do at this point. So it's very likely that Yao will come up on top of this.
Also, I'm once again wrong when I said that a bit magic file wasn't necessary or wouldn't be helpful. It's actually helpful right here because he has to do the bit warp.
I mean, only like a couple seconds going over the railing, which isn't a whole big issue in like Randomizer, I guess, given the fact that you often lose minutes at a time.
Nice LMF small key. Vanilla, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Jasnix is still kind of like dabbling around for the C chart, which we know he's just not going to get. So, yeah, basically throwing at this point from our point of view. I think it's unlikely it could be hinted at Temple of Timestone, considering that C chart was likely already hinted in the form of the Spirit of the Sword hint. So I don't think so, although I might be wrong if I have a misunderstanding of how hints work. I don't know, I didn't write the hints. But someone in chat did, so...
At CJ.
Hey, Jasnix doesn't die in this room. I find myself dying in this room a lot more often than, like, chance. Okay, Yao getting not the, one cycle here. Okay, CJ, can you confirm that if something is, like, if something's already Spirit of the Sword hinted, it can't be, like, item hinted? Like, we couldn't get a C chart hint on Temple of Time, for example, right?
And Beetle could also be in Florio.
Yeah, okay, hints can't duplicate. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. I remember one time we had like a seed where Levias was hinted Spirit of the Sword, but that was kind of broken. So we never found the Leviathan, and everyone lost location Levias. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's still possible if like something else is Spirit of the Sword in Floria.
Nice scooping on the minecart. Moving the joystick so he has faster, more optimal scooping. And a
Slingshot. Yeah, I think it was Farron Trial as well. Either that or Elden Trial. I wasn't quite paying attention to what the trial was at the time.
Parent Trial has 1 people, but there's still 1 more. Jasnix not scooping on the minecart. I'm disappointed. Jazz is going to go check the hint stone.
Okay, yeah. It was Farron Trial, so we know that.
Now here's Yell's biggest advantage, not having to do Sansi skip here, which is a really long RBM. Well, it's 2 RBMs, but they're both quite long, and it's like 3, maybe 4 minutes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Four and a half minutes. Well, yeah. As we said, really long RBA.
Yeah. In comparison, most of them only like 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, some are like really short, as in a few seconds. So, for it to be like 4 to 6 minutes is like pretty long, and can lose the randomizer seed, as you're basically about to see.
Now we know where Sancha boss key is, but we still need a small key to get there, so it's kind of just a hunt for a small key now. We could see some route diversions if one person decides to do mass skip, but
Yeah.
it's nothing that will overturn the race at this point.
Unlikely to at this point, yeah. Although interesting to see how nerves, how much like nerves Yal is feeling right now, because in his mind he can still lose like the tournament here, so that might affect him one way or the other. Although we'll see. Yeah, and for those wondering why this is so long as an RBM, is that it's actually comprised of 2 of them. The first one we have to kind of do a bit of setup stuff to get the correct team flags on our files, and then we can like finally do the actual one.
The actual RBM. Yeah, basically, I'll explain it real quick. Jasnix has to set up a file that has Betrow activated. Rando files start with Betrow activated, but it also starts with Tunic, and Tunic crashes Skyloft at night in bit. So we gotta get a file that doesn't have Tunic but has Betrow flags, so we can access Skyloft at night and pick up Gratitude Crystals.
I guess in this case, it's actually the opposite for Jazz, because Jazz got Tunic swap, so technically Pajamas will crash, but Tunic won't, which is really confusing because that, like, whenever we talk about it, it's the exact opposite because Tunic's stop, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I'm getting a key, so probably very happy you didn't do mask skip. Yeah, mask skip, yeah.
Yeah, this is good for Yao, but that's pretty much game right there.
Yeah, unless Yal has a complete bomb of an endgame seed, it'll be pretty hard for Jasnix to come back up again.
So saying, Yao, where are you going?
Yeah, it's over. It's this way. Come on, Yao.
I mean, Yao can still forget to save before Tental skip and lose, but...
So yeah, Jasnick's now doing the second one, which, you know, like, Yal's already like half done with Sandship, and Jasnix is only just doing the second RBM. That's how long this is. So yeah. Also, technically, this time it wasn't whip locked.
Yeah, you didn't need whip for this seed. Well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't, because you could just got the masked one and just got the bus key right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course logically you need 2 keys, so the second one might be in like the treasure room or something.
Yeah, whip was useful, but wasn't... well, it still might be logically required.
Yeah. I mean, not for Sandship specifically, as like people are saying in chat, yeah. Like, it basically made LMF not a living nightmare with like the one beetle on a trial.
Okay, it looks like Yao has saved, so... Yao forgetting to save before Tental escape is no longer a worry. There's Jasnix's second RBM, so he just started the file and then rolled into the crystal and set the scene flag for the crystal being picked up, which is the scene flag on Sansi for the sandship being attacked, or the sandship appearing, I should say. So you won't be able to see the sandship, but trust me, it's there. Yeah, just did the cool little loading zone manip where he just respawned on the patrol platform. You've probably seen that multiple times in this tournament so far. But we're seeing it once again.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be seeing up to Betro 50 here. I don't think we ended up seeing Betro 50 here, so we might be seeing it here.
Yeah, losing time because he waited until Betrow 40 SMH. Nice Tentala skip. Now, Yal has a solid 5-minute lead over Jasnix. Yes, Jazz is behind because of not getting C-Chart. So if Yal didn't get C-Chart in Lake Flora, Jasnix would be ahead right now.
Like, is it me or does Jasnix just keep getting further and further to the left, and so we like gradually just can't see him during the match?
Paranormal Force is pushing Jasnix out of the camera.
Nice map placement. Alright, so
Now,
everything,
Yal won't get lost.
everything just with the endgame now, and then we might be seeing a game 4 in Grandfinals. Let's go. Which is like the equivalent of game 5. It's like the same amount of hype because it's like the final game.
Yeah, we'll be seeing it in approximately 1 hour and 20, or no, 35 minutes, something like that.
I mean, it might just be that these runners do it back to back. Oh, I don't know. They might want like another break first, which, you know, completely valid. I didn't get far enough in the tournament to experience back-to-back seeds, so yeah, a break might be super valid here. Alright, so yeah, Jasnix getting his boss key. Still has to finish Soundship now, and again, Yal just entering the Horde very soon. Well, getting a fairy first. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's true, like, back-to-back seeds only start in, like, the top 3. And I was, like, 4, so just missed out on that. But yeah. I mean, back-to-back seeds seem pretty rough, honestly. I mean, especially in, like, the losers finals where they had to endure 2 Cub seeds. So, you know, I feel like I dodged a bullet there, honestly.
Shout out to TMS and Horde, makes it a lot faster and more pleasant.
Yeah.
Because we got a 26-minute TMS this seed.
Yeah, it was a fast TMS again. Oh, so it was 1 seed, but it took as long as 2 seeds. Okay, that's probably why I'm misremembering it as 2 seeds, honestly. Yes, yeah. Average getting hold skip quite nicely there. And yeah, gonna be finishing up quite shortly with Horde.
Jazz is doing 10 level skip here. Just about to finish up.
Yeah.
Jazz also losing time on Tental skip SMH. Actually, he might not have a file with less than 30. Oh no, he does. He has a blank file. Yeah, the bitsave new game file. Harm, you're getting yourself into something that you don't want to get into. Now, Harm, that's once again something that you don't want to get yourself into. And yeah, Yal is our first wretched brat of the evening. We'll have probably 4 more, or 3 more, 4 total.
Nice, yeah. Jasnix just done with Sanchip now, but unlikely going to be enough considering that Yal is just on demise now.
Nice first phase. I feel like Jazz made the right calls this seed, but they just didn't work out on this specific seed.
Yeah, I think he just went like aggressive, and Yao went like passive aggressive, as we would say here. And yeah,
GG.
Yao finishing. And yeah, looks like we'll be going to game 4. Nice, Jasnix, good job. So yeah, I believe we'll be heading into game 4 pretty shortly. And for that, I believe it'll be commentated by you get the thing up. By 64 and Flow. So that's cool. But yeah, interesting. Very cool that we actually have a full grand finals match in this. It's just not just like one dude. Yes, it's not just like one dude winning everything. Oh, at least for next though, right? So yeah, we'll be changing commentators momentarily, but you know, pretty cool match. I think that Jasnix just went too aggressive, which cost him the race, and Yao was just like, Yao was just Yao and just didn't get punished as per usual. And yeah, I don't know when we like switched to like intermission or whatever. I don't know. I don't think the runners want to interview, considering that they might do another one. No interview? Okay, yeah.
You know, this seed wasn't too terrible. There was a bow on a trial, but other than that, it was pretty good. Got all of our items
Yeah.
pretty quick. Really fast TMS.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Logically, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because of the Beatles, but
Yeah, but very interesting that both of our runners kind of stayed neck and neck for like the entirety of this race. And only really was decided by Yao splitting off against C-Chart, I think.
yeah, if C-Chart wasn't in Lake Polarea, Jasnix, I'm pretty sure Jasnix would have won. But it was a fun match. I'm looking forward to Game 4. We'll have 64 and X-Stow on comms. X-Stow will be pretty cool. So will 64. But that'll be the last match of the SSR tournament.
Cool. So yeah. What do we do on comments? Do we just like end the stream here ourselves and then just kind of like leave, or do we stay here for a while?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Like yeah, I've never been on for these like multiple seed ones. End episode. Okay. So yeah, again, pretty cool race. Probably one of the closest ones we've seen so far. Just kind of at the end, it kind of diverged a little bit, but yeah. And yeah. Let's see what Game 4 has to offer.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Glad I was able to commentate this one. But I'm looking forward to Game 4. And see you guys.
Yeah, see ya.